What's good, YouTube? And welcome to me asking you once again to help make Yu-Gi-Oh! Legos a reality. This is a sponsored bit on the channel, but I promise everything Zero Helix has given me, I will probably spin back into the line should it become a reality. And it's oh so close. All we have to do is get to 10,000 supporters, which is completely free to do. All you do is make a free account over here on the Lego Idea website and click support along with, rating the idea. And keep in mind, these are all with pre-existing Lego pieces. So it had to be put together with Lego things that already exist. So tailor-made things to Yu-Gi-Oh! Will end up being made by Lego if this becomes a reality. But at 10,000 supporters, Lego takes this to the license holders over at Yu-Gi-Oh! And they go, hey, let's talk turkey. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Has been slinging the license lately. We've even got Yu-Gi-Oh! Underwear. So I would love to see this actually approached to Yu-Gi-Oh! And it would be awesome. But again, we got to get to 10,000 supporters on here. Please help make that happen. That being said, let's go ahead and get into today's market watch. And we're going to talk about the collector rares that got leaked out in Zodiac today, which help round out Maze a little bit, but I still think it'll be the first world premiere collector rare set that on inception actually out there want to be a winner overall and will be break even or a loser. Probably a loser. We do have the Stardust collector rare, and I would never bet against something like that. Gamer's Choice actually has those up right now at 100, and code What's Good 5 for 5% off and to support the channel directly works over there, as well as putting up collector rare Guardian Chimera at 70. And we've seen some high-end branded stuff really spike, but we're going to talk about some branded price falls too here. Blackluster Soldier, the Ritual here is at 60, Mech Knight Crusadia Avermax at 60, and Gate Guardian at 60. This will be the most interesting one to see how it ages, because old school secret rares, first edition Metal Raiders, will likely be held by the community as max rarity, even though this will be a technical max versus it. And then they did put Baroness up in price a little while putting other cards down in price over time. I think their Excel Stardust Synchro is actually at 35 instead of 40. So some price adjustments there, even though interesting movement on TCG Player. Baroness collector rares, of course, sold out. People are going crazy, losing their minds for the meta piece, waifu, everything together there. And then you have Baron still here around $60 for the ultra rare. The Excel Stardust still around 40. That competition over there really not ramping up too much. But Guardian Chimera at 25 was a bit surprising to me because so many people have the branded structure deck. I thought they would be a bit greedier over here with that card, but competition at least is okay on Guardian Chimera, but it's still cheaper if you got yours, over here. I think they might have sold out, around $15, and Tier 0 still has theirs in stock around $19, where code What's Good 5 for 5% off and to support the channel directly will work. Look for Tier 0 to also put up the other collector rares later, but I think Gamer's Choice has been hitting it out of the park and just trying to turn and burn the set overall. Now, Wake Up Your Elemental Hero, I think they did put up in price versus earlier, so maybe sales rates were really good on that, or they're just trying to keep in some finalized stock as people do come and visit. I think with Maze of Memories, the real struggle with this set is it feels like an empty imitation of Toon Chaos. I mean, now we have a Stardust and Blackluster Soldier collector rare again. Remember Toon Chaos? We got those, but these are import cards leading the charges alongside very few reprints where it was iconic reprints that didn't really have to have the most value that really sold Toon Chaos. I hope Konami really looks at their reprint choices like Psybeast and Wind Up Kitten that ended up collector rare and go, you know what, that probably wasn't the best. Let's go ahead and work with these other cards. Like you could do Black Rose Dragon, even though it has other high rarities like I've said before, it's not worth the most on the lower end, yet you can introduce it and have people who collect that line, but you can also go other directions for highly deserving cards that have been thirsty for any recognition for ages and have deserved those rarity upgrades as well. Let me know what you would like to see in collector rare down below. I said Grin Maju, the other one. I would love to know your thoughts, and I don't want to ramble on that too much. Let's go ahead and talk about Blazing Cartesia really falling down in price here after pumping up. This was going 52, 54. You can even see the graph records near that $50 mark, and now it's for sale $43 top rated, 44 here along the front page. Sometimes people forget that not all buyouts end up double, triple, quadruple down buyouts. buyouts, Darkwing Blast was opened by a ton of people looking for the Bestials, looking for different kinds of pieces like Kashtira, and this kind of ended up being huge value over time, inflating and bubbling up. It did get a double down buyout, but now it's coming back down. I want this to be a bit of a lesson that you don't want to really shop too much with FOMO, even though cards can end up with that double, triple down buyout and continue to just spike. You really want to pay attention to what exactly is happening, the reasons for that. Like, I could see, definitely, you have potentially our WCQ ban list. You also have this deck played in Master Duel, and this is the next level of support, and people are already familiar, and it's a top deck, so maybe that added into the popularity of, oh, it's going, well, I kind of want to play paper Yu-Gi-Oh!, and people getting in that way too. There's so many different factors that can lead to it, and you really still are educated guessing on if it will go up or down. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know the future of card prices always and where they'll go. I will end up having my hunches. I'll be able to use educated guessing, but still, I wouldn't have thought that it would have ended up as high as 50, and I wouldn't have called it falling back down this quickly either. It's super interesting where cards can go sometimes, and yeah, you still have extra branded hype within this metagame and a lot of people choosing it, but it is coming back down rather fast, and this turbulence is pretty unusual when we are talking Yu-Gi-Oh cards of what has happened realistically in just a month for this card. It's a bit wild. Rose Archer's a little bit of a hot tech for the plant decks against, you know, the trap decks like Traptrix and Labyrinths. The super rare out of the Legendary Collections 5D has gone on to buyout mode, ridiculous lengths, and what this card reads: during either player's turn, when your opponent activates a trap card while you control a plant type monster, send this card from your hand to the graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. Luckily, we do have a reprint out of Legendary Duelist Season 2 giving a more recent common. Otherwise, I think the rares and the commons might have disappeared a bit and got hyped to buy out also, so easy access versions if you're on plants, but the holographic version, the hot tech, you know, being able to shine it and put it, yeah, I was on this before, totally, I didn't pay $5 for this. It has been bought out, and again, Legendary Collection 5D is one of the rare Legendary Collections, especially for old pieces like this, where people want a max rarity, they're cool tech. Super Heavy Samurais have a lot of oddly expensive cards, and they got new support coming and all that good stuff. We see Soul Piercer bought out completely here. People are talking about the engine, the deck, different kinds of things. Soul Piercer is absolutely ridiculous in price right now, so you might want to be picking through your bulk and trying to make actual sales, but I don't think it would go too much higher, but let me know in the comment section down below. No, John, this is going to take over. It's going to be doing it. Or, you know, I completely think I would be selling them at this price currently, though, myself. Dimensional Barrier. It has gone even further beyond to where the unlimited OG secret rares are going. The Mega Pack secrets are now starting to go as well. It's one of the cards of the format that people are really on. We do see a first edition here, though. Near Mint actually put around 14, and some sellers being more competitive in here. Here's an Italian one, though, and then we see it also. So them coming back down under 20 where we covered the first edition buyout, but the unlims now also starting to go as people just want access to one of the shiniest versions of this card because it's pretty darn good. We see another fusion deployment name target. Oh, you can do Air Hummingbird with this. Realistically, you can also do Aqua Dolphin. Storm Neos here, very, very crazy in price for the OG Phantom of Darkness as well as the Legendary Collection 2 common even. You don't have to worry about this one being an upper deck fake, though, if you're using it, right? No silver stamp stuff. Somebody actually messaged me when I talked about the silver stamped first edition upper deck fakes, and I confirmed to them, hey, yeah, it should not have a silver stamp, and so they won't get disqualified at tournaments. That's why I love bringing up this kind of knowledge on Market Watch. But yeah, Storm Neos, I think this is a bit ridiculous, but hey, Hero Copia, max rarity hero, let's go. Exciton Knight. People are actually calling it in my Discord the pack tax. It's kind of wild that a creator can get a name like Waifu Tax, but it's pack tax, and it actually kind of works. We see Evil Swarm Exciton Knight played within Traptrix, and here it goes, a bit more Traptrix hype going on, and it is interesting. It really is to see it just go that wild so quickly. Baby Tiragon is one of those cards that collectors actually pick up and get. The Starfoil has been completely bought out for the first edition, and apparently there's only one on all of eBay. This is wild to me that people still go for their collections like this, be it for personal or like actually making some kind of market call. I don't think it's necessarily worth to go after like this, but it is a huge fan favorite. And finally, we've gotten to the cards and a little bit of the merch. We have the Monster Chronicles dropping for Jinzo, Flame Swordsman, and Celtic Guardian. They look amazing. I've been so hyped for these. I already pre-ordered. They're up on Ami. Do be aware, the price of the yen versus the US dollar or wherever you might order will apply, and depending where you live, you might also be paying customs on imports. So a lot of prices can change, and international shipping will go on top of whatever you order. That being said, I am super excited that these are out. I personally ordered from here. You might want to wait for Big Bad Toy Store to see them put some up. I do believe they put up Blue Eyes and Insect Queen before, but not Red Eyes, so not everybody. And we do see orders are now closed for the Red Eyes itself, although Blue Eyes and Insect Queen is still up. So Red Eyes might be the most in demand from the first of the line. Jinzo, so many people are excited about this, and Celtic Guardian. I'm a huge Flame Swordsman fan through DM Boomer era Baboomer hype. Thanks for watching today's Market Watch. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the conversation, and help make Yu-Gi-Oh! Legos a real thing. I'm serious about this. I want my wallet to hurt on this one for real.